Okay, we are recording. So today we're going to start something new at Realty One Group Gold Standard. We're going to interview our agents so that you guys can get to know them like we do. First, we're going to start with Ashley Seltmann, and Ashley's going to tell us a little bit about herself, her family, how long she's been in real estate, and how long she's been at Realty One Group Gold Standard.
Thanks, Dion. Yeah, like Dion said, my name's Ashley Seltmann. I have been in real estate. I'll be licensed 7 years in July, and I have been with Realty One Group for, I believe, a little over a year, maybe like 14 months or so. Definitely glad I made the change. The support that we get with Realty One is just great, and it's really benefited my family as well. My family includes my fiance, Jim. So we are hopefully getting married in August.
Oh, I hope so. That's great. That's coming soon.
Fingers crossed. We're a little less than 100 days at this point. So just, keeping an eye on the news every day and seeing if that is still happening at this point. And we have a 2.5-year-old daughter named Sadie. So we have our flower girl already prepared. And she'll be 3 in October. So it's the 3 of us and our Beagle mix, Max, that I rescued a little over 10 years ago. So she's turning this year. So she's a little cranky old lady.
I have 2 dogs myself, and one of their birthdays is today. So my little wiener dog.
Oh, there you go. Happy birthday.
He's so cute, but he is just so bad and mean.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, Max wasn't too pleased whenever all of a sudden Jim and Sadie were in the.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It took a little while to get used to having Jim and Sadie because it was just the 2 of us for a while. So, but I think she's used to the extra people and starting to get used to the toddler phase with Sadie. So she puts up a lot. She's a trooper.
Well, that's awesome. So I mean, it's so important, kids and pets, and just having people in your life, especially now during this crazy time of our lives. It's really great to have people at home and pets for sure.
Exactly.
So, tell me one thing. What is something that you most love about being a real estate agent or realtor?
Honestly, I love the personal connections. Being my favorite part about being a realtor is being able to make those personal connections and help assist people in one of the biggest aspects of their life. I mean, when you look back at your life, you have the big moments of getting married and having children and buying or selling a house. It's one of those big things. And I love being a part of that. I love, making that process a little bit easier because, it's a lot. It can be very, very stressful, as most of us know, whether you're on the purchasing end or the selling end. And I've bought and purchased my own homes a couple of times. So I've experienced it personally and also professionally. And honestly, that's one of my favorite parts is just working with folks in a personal way to basically benefit them in the most professional way as well, so that it's all personal on their side. It's their big emotional moments that are
extremely emotional. Yeah, exactly. I bought a house this year myself, and I really has changed my perspective. It's been 15 years, but pretty much since I started real estate, since I bought a house, and it's really stressful. And I don't think I would be able to go through it again, to be honest.
I hear you.
It's making me different. I feel for buyers and sellers now. When somebody says I want a 30-day close, I'm going to think a little bit like, oh my gosh, what is that going to do to the seller or the buyer?
Right.
So, anyways, all right. So you love that about being real, so that's great. So let's give a great piece of advice to somebody that's looking to buy or sell. Do you have something that really stands out?
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things that I try to tell either buyers or sellers is, do your research and ask questions. I mean, that's what we're here for. I helped a good friend purchase a home a couple of years ago, and he would he did his own research. He was great at that. And I really, commended him on that and everything. But, a few times he came around, he's like, well, I decided this, or I decided that. And I'm like, well, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that. Ask, if you're not sure, ask questions. That's what we're here for as the realtor. We're here to make everything easier on you. We're the professionals. We're the ones who have the training, the experience, and no question is a stupid question.
No. If we don't have the answer, we can ask, right? We have enough people around us to ask, and that's what I truly love about what we're doing as a company is everyone helps each other so much here. It's incredible.
It really is amazing. I've never in any of the other places that I've worked, I've never had the type of support, just not only from Dan, from you and Mike, but also from just my fellow realtors. I mean, it's, we're, a brotherhood, a sisterhood, we help each other out. We don't compete against each other, which is amazing, because I know that if I ever run into a situation that I'm not familiar with, or I have questions about, I have, at least a dozen people that I know immediately that I can go to ask questions, to get that information, which I didn't feel like I had before. So it's great to know that even if you're not familiar with the situation, we know somebody who is. So we'll find that information for you. We'll find those answers. Exactly. So it helps relieve a little bit of, the stress that can be added to, these types of situations with, purchasing and buying. So yeah.
Cool. That's great advice. And so tell me, what is your favorite hobby? What's something you guys like to do? And especially in the last couple of weeks, has there been anything that's really stood out?
Oh, having a 2.5-year-old and planning a wedding, I don't have too much time for hobbies. But I will say we did do our first puzzle as a family, and I can't necessarily say that it was a stress reliever, because my fiance and our people were, once we start something, we need to finish it. So we wanted to finish it all in one night, and it was 1,000 pieces. I was like, there's no way that's going to happen. So it took us about 5 days, but we did get it done, and it was a little stressful, but it did take our mind off of things, which I think is the main thing that we wanted at the time. And
for sure,
at that point, I don't know if I could have watched another Netflix show.
Yeah, I did watch one show all the way through. Now I wish that it was still there, but I can't find myself doing that too often, because if I don't want to watch as much television, there's just so many other things that I could be doing. But
exactly, yeah.
So pretty good, though, you have to admit.
Yeah, it felt nice to have a little bit of a mental break. So
it really is. Well, I just wanted to say thank you for being our first one on Get to Know Every One of Us. And we're going to do this with all of our agents, because we want everyone to know how special you all are to us. And I hope that you have an incredible rest of 2020, and congratulations on your upcoming marriage. And that's really exciting. My whole life changed after we got married. It's been a big, big difference. It made a huge difference in our relationship. So
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited. So thank you. All
right, and have a good one. And we'll be back. I'll be posting this online for everyone to see.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Bye, Ashley.
Bye.